Yo, what's up guys? It's Trevor back with another video, baby. Today's little car vlog, we're going to be talking about what is the most typical sports cars that people buy. This is probably going to be a list of 5 cars that I think that most people go out and purchase because they're aesthetically pleasing. They've seen them on like the Fast and the Furious, and they're just pretty damn affordable for a sports car. So, number 1 would have to be a Acura Integra Type R. Those cars were set up from the factory as race cars. They're just sick-ass cars. I've sat in one. I've never had the opportunity to drive an Acura Integra, but they are pretty affordable. You could probably get them around $2,000 as of 2017 if they're in like moderately cruddy condition. You can also trick them out for a relatively cheap price. They come with, you can get body kits, Rams, you can get pretty much anything for those cars. They are like affordable, poor man's kind of sporty car that you can trick out, and they're nice imported vehicles, and they're Hondas, baby. They're gonna last forever. They're gonna last forever. Like, I'm talking about forever. Number 2 on my list for the cars that I think that are aesthetically pleasing, that every person who drives cars definitely talks about these cars and definitely always says they're the shit, they're the best, and it is the Nissan Skyline. Every car guy talks about that car like it's the holy grail of imported cars, especially here in America. A lot of Americans definitely love the Skyline. They're like, it's the nicest car, it's sick. They've all seen it in the Fast and the Furious. It's just a badass ride. Every car enthusiast loves that ride. And who's not to, and I should say, what's not to love about the Skyline? You know, it's in the Fast and the Furious. It's just a badass looking ride. And you probably could find them for a relatively cheap price. But they do take a lot of work to keep those vehicles up because they are older rides. Number 3 on my list of badass cars or sports cars that people like, I'm talking about 2-door coupes, baby. We're talking about a Evo Lancer. Those cars are just badass to the core. If I'm not mistaken, they are 4-wheel drive vehicles. I've been in a Mitsubishi Lancer. It wasn't the Evo version, but a girl I went out on a date with once had one. It was pretty good. I was like, damn, you got one of these? That's sick. And she was like, what? It's just a Lancer. I'm like, yeah, you don't understand what a Lancer is, man. If you got the Lancer Evo version, oh my god, that's sick. Number 4, I don't know if this is everybody's list or everybody likes this car, but I'm talking about the Toyota Celica GTS, the 2000 to 2005. You know, I think the most aesthetically pleasing car on that list is the Toyota Celica. I don't know, a lot of people are like, well, Toyota Celicas don't get the good name as like a Honda Civic or a Evo Lancer is because of the Toyota name. Toyota's not known for really making legitimately good sporty cars, but that car is sick. It's my ultimate, one of my ultimate dream cars to own. I'm gonna definitely own one again. I'm definitely gonna buy one and put some time in to fix it up. I guess you'd call it a project car, but I just think they're aesthetically pleasing, man. I look at those cars and I'm like, damn, that car is sick. There's this dude, Mitch, that I follow on YouTube, and he has a 2002 fully spec'd out red one that he just painted red with black, like black bumper and black on the wing. It's sick, man. It has 180 horsepower stock. it's a 4-speed automatic or 5-speed manual. Going for a sale, you don't. You see normally stock Celicas that are driving around, and that's pretty much it. You don't see really any fancy ones or anything, but a Toyota Celica is badass, man. That's number 4 on my list. You know I had to put that on there, man. That's my ultimate sporty car. Hell yeah, baby. And number 5, I don't know if you can consider this to be a sports car, but I guess you would call it that. And I don't know if you would consider it like a cheap man sports car, but the Ford Mustang. Everybody who loves Fords loves the Mustang. I know it's a muscle car, but you can call it a sporty car or whatever. A lot of people go out and get those cars because they last forever. They're badass. For me, I've never been a Mustang fan. You know, I like maybe the 1969 Mustang, but the ones that they make now, I'm not just big of a fan of the Ford Mustang. Number 6 on my list would definitely be a Nissan 240SX. That car is now a badass ride, brother to the 240. The 240 is sick, man. There's nothing about that you can't tell me that that's not a badass ride. It's number 7 on my list. Hell yeah, baby. We're gonna go to number 7 on my list, and number 7 would be a Honda S2000. If you like a 2-door coupe, like sports car, you're gonna like that car. It's a very small car. It only holds 2 people. Number 8 on my list, that a lot of people don't know what it is. I'm not a fan of this car, but I could see why it gets a lot of attention, and that would be the Toyota MR2 Spider. I think that car is one of the ugliest cars out there, like ugliest looking. It's like trashy to me. But the dude on YouTube, his name is Mitch. He has I think a 2000, and he swapped it out with a 2ZZ engine, which gives it like 180 horsepower, which usually I think those stock are like 130. So number 9 on my list would be a Chevy Camaro, because everybody loves a Chevy Camaro. They have a lot of balls behind them. They're a muscle car, but they are somewhat affordable if you do get an older model. And number 10 on my list would have to be a Subaru Wrx. Okay, everybody knows what that is. It's the rally version of, everybody knows what it is. When you see the Subaru, it's an iconic ride. So let me know in the comment section below, what cars do you like and what is your top 10? Do you have a top 10, or do you just have a few cars that you do like? And was my list for the top 10 affordable, cheap, sporty cars actually what a lot of people like? For me, I think it would be something that a lot of car enthusiasts would like, because I added the Skyline, the Toyota Celica, the Evo, and some other badass rides. So as always, I'm Trevor. Thanks for riding with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.